Let's be honest. There's no longer any doubt about what Iran's nuclear program is really about. It's not just energy, it's weapons.
Many Americans are asking, why did the United States have to attack Iran now? Well, let me explain. Iran wants to have nuclear weapons. Of that, there is zero doubt. If what they truly wanted, which is what they claim, is nuclear energy, well, they could have nuclear energy like all the other countries in the world have it. And that is, you import the fuel and you build reactors above ground. That's not what Iran has done. They build their reactors and their facilities deep in mountains, away from the public glare. And they want to enrich that material. The same equipment that they could use to enrich material for energy, they could use to quickly enrich it to weapons grade. So it is clear that they've been offered every opportunity to have a nuclear program that allows them to have energy, not weapons, and every single time they have turned it down. But why the attack now? Well, what was Iran trying to do? Iran was trying to build a conventional shield, in essence, have so many missiles, have so many drones that no one could attack them, and they were well on their way. We were on the verge of an Iran that had so many missiles and so many drones that no one could do anything about their nuclear weapons program in the future. That was an intolerable risk. Under no circumstances can a country run by radical Shia clerics with an apocalyptic vision of the future ever possess nuclear weapons. And under no circumstances can they be allowed to hide and protect that program and their ambitions behind a shield of missiles and drones that no one can do anything about. This was our last best chance to eliminate that conventional threat, that conventional shield that they were trying to build, and the president made the right decision to wipe it out now. That is the goal of this operation, to destroy their conventional missiles and their drone program so they can't hide behind it and finally have to deal with the world seriously about never ever having nuclear weapons.
The International Atomic Energy Agency, or IAEA itself, has reported that Iran's now enriching uranium up to 60%. That's dangerously close to the 90% needed for a nuclear bomb. And they've got enough of it to build multiple bombs if they decide to push it further. Now, contrast that with countries like the UAE or South Korea. They import their nuclear fuel, and their reactors are built above ground, open to inspection. Iran's doing the opposite. Its key sites, like Fordow, are buried deep inside mountains, hidden from view, and routinely block international inspectors. Add to that the fact that Tehran's walked away from multiple deal offers, including efforts to bring back the 2015 nuclear deal that would have let them enrich uranium for power under supervision.
After 2 years of negotiations, the United States, together with our international partners, has achieved something that decades of animosity has not. A comprehensive long-term deal with Iran that will prevent it from obtaining a nuclear weapon.
I think everything that needs to be said about the details of this deal have already been said. I do want to be recorded for history's purposes, before I know what was going to happen in regards to this if it goes through. Iran will immediately use the money that it's receiving in sanctions relief to begin to build up its conventional capabilities. They'll also continue to build long-range missiles, missiles capable of reaching the United States. Those are not affected by this deal, and they'll continue to build them as they've been doing. And then at some point in the near future, when the time is right, they will build a nuclear weapon. And they will do so because at that point they will know that they have become immune, that we will no longer be able to strike their nuclear program because the price of doing so will be too high. This is not just a work of imagination. It exists in the world today. It's called North Korea, where a lunatic possesses dozens of nuclear weapons and a long-range rocket that can already reach the United States. And we cannot do anything about it. An attack on North Korea today would result in an attack on Tokyo, or Seoul, or Guam, or Hawaii, or California.
So no, this isn't about peaceful energy. It's a dual-use setup built for a potential breakout. And the timing of the strike? It actually makes sense. Since 2020, Iran's built up a massive stockpile of weapons, over 3,000 ballistic missiles, according to US intelligence. And a booming drone arsenal that's already shown up in Ukraine and in Houthis attacks. What they were building was an impenetrable shield, a defensive wall of drones and missiles meant to prevent anyone from stopping their nuclear work, something Israel experienced firsthand in 2024. The bigger danger here is who's running the show. This isn't just another government. It's a regime led by hardline Shia clerics with an apocalyptic worldview. You put nuclear weapons in those hands, and you're looking at the potential for real regional disaster. So the US decision mirrors what Israel did in 1981 with Iraq's Osirak reactor. Hit before it's too late, before the shield's fully up. And the numbers back it up. Iran's already sent over 2,400 drones to Russia, and its missiles can now reach into Europe. Intelligence estimates said that if nothing changed, we'd be talking about a nuclear-armed Iran by 2027. That was the window, and this strike closed it.